Hello everyone, CamBearRun here, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. So this is day 3 of Bonder Week, and this is Cunning Nightbonder and a Dimir Flash Mutate deck. Now I remember back when Dimir Flash Mutate was actually pretty strong, and I think it can still be strong. So I built a very creature heavy deck, which should hopefully have enough effects to be able to keep our opponent very much off the board and out of the game. So we have 4 copies of Bloodchief's Thirst, just in case we do need some quick removal. 4 copies of Zagoth Mamba, so whenever I can mutate on something on top of it, target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-2. So it's good for removing some smaller creatures. 3 copies of Mysterious Egg. I do like this card because it does get stronger when you mutate it, and I think that can be quite useful, especially because it's +1/+1 counter, so cards like Cart the Sack will be completely nullified. Polywog Symbiote, I've got 3 copies, so I can draw a card whenever I mutate, and it makes my user creatures cheaper. I can make the flash creatures cheaper by using Cunning Nightbonder. So effectively, a couple of these on board, and my creatures become much cheaper to play. 3 copies of Brazen Borrower, so my Petty Theft Adventure will return a creature card to opponent's hand, will target an online permanent to opponent's hand, and I can create a flash flying blocker if needs be. 4 copies of Sea Dasher Octopus, so I can deal damage draw a card whenever I deal damage. 4 copies of Insatiable Hemophage, I can gain life when my opponent loses X life for X the number of times it mutates. So we can hopefully get plenty of those into a mutate stack and do a lot of damage to my opponent and gain life. 3 copies of Dirgeback. This is probably one of the strongest cards in the deck. So whenever he mutates, I can destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. So hopefully I can get one of those early onto the mutate stack and be able to continually take out my opponent's creatures. And then we got 4 copies of Pouncing Shore Shark. So Flash Mutate. Whenever this creature mutates, you may return a target creature an opponent controls to within his hand. So I can bounce my opponent's creatures or destroy them or do whatever. I can clear board quite easily. Then we have 11 islands, 9 swamps, and 4 pathways. So effectively the point of this deck is very creature heavy. And the idea is the creatures themselves through the mutate stack is able to completely dominate the board state. It can destroy my creatures and bounce them to hand. It can gain me life and take away life. I can also draw through the deck using Sea Dasher Octopus and Polywog Symbiote. I do have some quick removal if I need it, and then hopefully the Mysterious Egg or Zagoth Mamba will also be helpful on the base creature stack. So what we're going to do with this deck is we're going to enter the standard event and we're going to see how well we do. So hopefully we can get to at least 4 or 5 wins. You'll probably see more games than you normally would depending on how far we go through. So hopefully we'll do quite well. So let's get straight on into it. Okay, we're on the play. We're pretty good. We have already lost the first game, unfortunately, in the standard event. I didn't show up because I basically got mana screwed out of the game. I don't think I drew any land in about 4 or 5, and my opponent was running Rakdos mid-range. So by the time they got there, Tyrak calls the dead out. When they could play Rakdos, I hadn't drawn any cards and I was left with just 1 egg on the field. So we're just going to go from here. It's a pretty good hand, so. So we've got the egg out, we'll drone the Sea Dasher Octopus and then go from there. But we're going to play Sea Dasher Octopus on their turn, because why not? Got ya. We'll play that one as a thing, actually. There you go. Card. Put it on it now. Now we've got a big 4/4 shark. Okay, so we can't yet play the Dirgeback. Mutate over. Action bounce. Get him at 7. Draw 2. The two Scorching Dragonfly just desperately get off the field. That's fine, that's perfect. Okay, and then mean, I can play another Insatiable Hemophage. Or I can bounce the first thing they play. Let's pass the turn. See what they do. Yeah, it feels like they're just massive. Yeah, they're just chucking burn spells out. Just to try and make sure that, like, everything I play is off the board. So, we'll just have to raw play the Insatiable Hemophage here. And then, first major card they play will just bounce back to the hand with Brazen Borrower. That. He's going to legend roll for the creatures. And then he's going to scoop. Yep, that went pretty well. It was funny watching him desperately try and play all of his burn spells just so we can get my shit off the board. And he went to the next game. That's actually a pretty good hand. So we'll go first, we'll play the Zaggled Manball, we'll play the Polywog, we'll play the Hemophage. And hopefully nothing will be removed. No, I shouldn't have said that, should I? Brilliant. So, we want to play this as a black then. Okay, we've already got land, we can get rid of that. Tell me he's just leave it as an 0-1, I think I'm gonna, yeah. There we go. So yep. Attack with the 1. They probably won't sacrifice the Marasmus Razor, so we'll get in there. God, yep, that's fine. And then mutate that onto the end. So I know what we're getting -2/-2 with next turn. Token. going to need the land card for once. Yeah, you could, for some reason this deck has a lot of issues regarding... kind of like with land draws. It doesn't seem to want to play ball in that regard. There was a couple of games I was doing in the playtest where it took a while before it stopped flooding out. But seems to have gelled now. Yep, and they've scooped. There's nothing else they can do. So that was fun. On to the next game. That's a fine hand. So that'll be good. So we'll play out the egg first. If we can get the yeah, this will be fine. Play the Nightbonder at the end of next turn. So, yeah. Nightbonder probably into Sea Dasher and then Passing Short Arc and then all of that. So I'm about to return that instead, and then we'll just mutate Sea Dasher Octopus and start drawing cards. Of course, we face at least one Dimir Rogues. I kind of needed that mill effect to take place, so yeah. Please don't have a counter ready. I kind of need this. Yeah, and this is where we're going to get problems. Just, here comes the Dimir value engine. So, I might have to block the Soaring Thought Thief. Because I don't know that I'm going to get a base card. I might just have to play out a Raw Pouncing Shore Shark and just mutate on top of it. They literally don't even have to play cards. Yep. Pure unbridled value. So, I guess land, we need something good off the top. That's... yeah, because I'm going to be... so we can mute down top, bounce the Soaring Thought Thief, but I don't think we're going to get the chance to play it. I can bounce it, but of course he's still got the 2 mana. Oh, there goes Dirge back. Brilliant. Just bring out the Cunning Nightbonder at least, and I get Hemophage on the field. Should put it down, yeah, that puts it down raw on the field, doesn't it, when you block the Mutate. Fucking value engine. Got another Dirge Bat as well. I've just realised I haven't even done any damage to him because I can't, because he's just drawing everything he needs to just keep me at bay. That's actually fucking game. Fucking value engine. Absolutely insane. What an absolute deck that is. On to the next game. Okay, we're on the play, that seems fair enough. We'll play out the egg first and then Hemophage that. Let's fire Lurus the Dream Den. Another Dimir Rogues deck. Oops. Hang on. I was running Lurus as well. Just forcing the block there. Plays the Raw Ragged Demon Awakening. Still get 3 damage in, but he does it to himself. Just gonna go full, like, crazy play here. I just want to be able to get that card draw off. There we go. And it goes into another land. Right, so we need to get the Hemophage on the battlefield next. Oh, I just played that fucking... Oh, that's me. I was not paying a single shred of attention. I think that was going to happen anyway. The problem with Dimir is once they get cards in your deck, in your graveyard, that's it. They can just do what the fuck they want, to be honest. Yeah. haven't even done any damage to me. They've just played nothing but removal and counter. Okay. Don't know what they're doing, but whatever. Problems I guarantee you this is gonna get Heartless Act the minute I try and play it out. Oh no. Might as well just play out the land. They've got all the cards, I've got none, because I couldn't get my draw engine going with Sea Dasher Octopus or like Polywog Symbiote. Because I didn't draw them and they all got removed instantly. Come down to 10. He's not going to play out 4 Ruin Crabs in one go, is he? Yeah, I'll see what the next card is, but I honest to God don't think I can deal with this. This is just some serious craziness now. The sheer amount of value this deck can generate is unbelievable. He's got rid of all my Dirge Bats now, so I can't destroy the thing. No, I think I've still got one. I'm lucky enough to draw it before he gets milled, that'll be useful. No, there it goes. Just went out the window. 13 cards left in the graveyard, he's still got 7 life. Wow, and he just milled out my fucking entire deck as well. Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. Just an insane amount of value coming out of the Dimir Rose deck. So that's 2 Dimir Rose the deck, and the deck eventually ends our journey through the standard event. That's so frustrating. I'll probably play one more game just simply because I don't want to end it on a note like that. You know, you all might as well see what we get out of the thing, so, you know. So yeah, 2 wins. Unfortunately, the first game I got complete mana screwed out of it. So we'll claim the prize, 300 gold, cultivate, can't play Blood of the Sea, and whatever the hell that is. So I figured we'd do the last game in ranked. So mulligan off that. And then, that's pretty good actually. And we'll controversial decision, I'm going to drop the, Swamp. Yeah, because I can play out the Murk Water. So it's probably going to be Selesnya counters. Conflict Mental. And they don't gain any life because they go and get 0. Brilliant. That was actually some quality. we go. So we got our land. Play the Pouncy Short Shrine. Play the Polywog. Oh no, they've just instantly scooped. They've got nothing left. Alright, we'll leave it on that quick victory that gets me at least one thing of Platinum Tier 4. So, yeah, that was okay. You can see the strengths of this deck, but Dimir Rogues exists. So yeah, you could kind of see the strengths of the, obviously the strengths of the deck. I think Dimir Mutate is quite strong, but basically Dimir Rogues. So those last two games are just simply, you know, the amount of value that deck generates. And yes, I am a bit salty. Because that was just two games was completely ridiculous. Just once they get cards into your graveyard, their value engine just goes like that. Like, snap. Done. Especially with, like, Drown the Lock. I think the first game against the first Dimir Rogues deck, I think my opponent was just drawing whatever they needed at instantly. But I think this deck, Dimir Mutate, is still pretty strong once you get a decent stack. Maybe I could have put a little bit more casual removal, like maybe cut down on cards like, I don't know. Say get rid of the Mysterious Egg and put in 3 Heartless Act. But I do like it, because it gives it counters and makes cards stronger. But I think it is still quite a good deck. It's just, I think you need to watch with the card, make sure you get the card draw in, and maybe keep a little bit of extra removal just on the side. But I think it's still quite a fun deck. I would certainly run it in ranked, and I might actually do that, because I'll be streaming on Twitch tomorrow night. So you see that at 8 PM after the video debuts. I know this is a bit later, but I was just recovering after a long day at work. Or long night at work, actually. I work the night shifts. So if you've enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like, and if you want to see more, you can always subscribe. Thank you for watching. Cambat out.